Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is your message for June 5th to the 11th, my lovely Aries. Thank you for joining me here. If you're brand new, subscribe, like this video, hit that bell button so you never miss a video. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate for all of you. Only those messages that are the most important will be revealed today. Archangel Michael, please allow me to see clearly, hear clearly, know clearly the most important messages of the highest of good, as above, so below. For my lovely Aries, June 5th to the 11th. Thank you. Bottom of the deck to start your message. Justice in reverse. It's not fair. Contract could be over. There could have been a separation, divorce, maybe a breakup. Ultimately an imbalance, possible distress. The High Priestess in reverse. Dark energy. Secrets. Things under the surface, coming to the surface. Bottled up energy, explosive. Page of Swords. A lot of communication and thinking, potentially around what's within that's coming to the surface. It's like you cannot hold anything back. Two of Swords. Things are changing now. The energies of the past long while have been express yourself. Express yourself. Say everything that's on your mind. It's acceptable. This is a practice maybe you hadn't done before at the time when you were first practicing this. But now, very well practiced at it. But now it's time to go back within. We've completely avoided going within because we're allowing everything to just come to the surface so we can be aware of it. But now it's time to quiet our voice and observe and reflect with what we've been given. Say a situation comes up. The reaction is not called for right now. Like, be a still Sally. Be a still Sam. Be a non-expressive Nancy. The energies of the past little while have been trust yourself. Lean into the boundaries. But now it's, I don't think we can trust anybody around me. I don't think I can trust anybody around me. That's a terrible place to be in. The Hanged Man. Ten of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Ten of Swords in reverse is really good. Improvements, it's recovery, it's disaster, it's the dawn of a new day. Part of me feels like you're just trying to pass time really quickly. There's something you're trying to avoid, escape, skip over, pass. Four of Swords. Sleeping with a weapon. Sleeping on it. This person's really propped up though. Be really hard on the posture for whatever reason. This person is ready. They're in a ready position. But there's a hesitation with it. They want to be completely sure. The Hermit in reverse. There was a big avoidance to soul search, possibly in the past. Maybe we thought that we seen a perspective, or our perspective was the only perspective at the time. Maybe you're coming out of a time of soul searching here. The Star in reverse. The Star in reverse is not my favorite. It's kind of uninspired. It's kind of lackluster. It's feeling unfulfilled. It's disconnected and insecure. You know, this really feels like a healthy conversation, though. It goes from being on complete autopilot to like this rest assured energy. This, I know myself enough to know what I need and want. I know myself enough that when it gets to a certain point, that I can't anymore. I know myself enough that I want this to work. I'm trying to force it. Page of Wands in reverse. And so that whole energy of, well, I'm trying to force this, is putting ourselves aside. Maybe coming back to self. I do feel like you're trying to change your life for the better. What is the current challenge for Aries? Impatience. Challenge is being imbalanced. One extreme to the next. It's just uncomfortable. It's not normal. Well, what's normal now? Normal is what we're used to. And that might not be the same as another person. The challenge is knowing the truth. The challenge is me losing my voice. Maybe the path ahead seems a lot longer than expected. There's a lot going on in your mind right now. You may decide to communicate on this. I feel like you could be looking away about it. You could be trying to look at the past instead. There is a concern about this energy around the past. Clarify the High Priestess in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse, a disconnection, a detachment. Maybe being really loose with the money, being too not frugal, too overspending. Something's unfair. It's unjust. It's not right. It's not equal. There could have been some lies, betrayals, sabotaging of the connection, maybe even rejection. Clarify that piece. This last card. We have a few more cards. Eight of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands. I kind of feel like the two of you are two different people, which is true. It would be weird if you were the same. But your perspectives on things, one person seems one thing's acceptable and another person seems that it's completely unacceptable. I believe they are trying to see your perspective and you're really trying to put your guard down and be more open to their perspective. I ultimately see it clashing. We'll find out what the outcome of this message is. Dawn of a new day, though. The conversation is very important in this message. It feels very healthy conversation. It's like it makes me feel like this when you do that. When you do that, I want to do this. It makes me feel this when that happens. It's a really healthy style conversation. Okay. Outcome of this message for Aries. Thank you. Seven of Cups. There are options. So what do you want to do? Do you want to stay in this? Or do you want to leave this? Do you want to work on it together? Can you give me some time? Or you just want to find someone new? You want to get a job? Or do you want to be a stay-at-home person? Are you going to do this thing versus another thing? There's a lot of things up in the air right now. There's no real urgency or there's no real must do this or that. But I do feel that with the Page of Wands in reverse, the lack of urgency, creativity, investment, or even getting to know another individual is turned them off. I just feel like the tests are only going to start getting worse. They're going to start testing you. They're going to be more quiet than normal at times too, potentially, because I feel like someone is trying to recover from something. But this disconnection and coming back to self may actually be what you need. Or it could have been a recipe for disaster. What's your true intentions around the Seven of Cups? What is your true intentions around the Seven of Cups? Thank you. Peace, happiness, and balance. So you just want to find the right decision, the right choice, the thing that will make you feel happy again, whole again. The thing is, you are whole and you can choose to be happy. There's an expectation within self. I feel like I could wrap this. There's an expectation within self Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's an expectation with itself. And then you can continue the verse. Maybe we're trying to come back to self and get to know ourselves again to see if this is particularly in alignment for ourselves. But at the same time, if we don't agree on certain practices of a particular individual or the person that we're thinking of, how will we feel comfortable if we're trying to just force ourselves to stay in this because we think they look good or they bring us certain things or they take care of us to certain things? Like, do you want this to be transactional or wholesome? I think there's a few choices you're going to have to make at this time. What is the wisdom of this message? I'm hearing Scorpio energy. We have not for you and mending. We have a fortune cookie here. It says, nope. And then mending. So there is clearly something not for you here, whether it's the connection, behaviors, whether it's the location, or maybe it's just the vibe. But they are trying to fix what isn't for you. So if you're like, please get all the dog poop off the deck. That's not for me. Fix it. I think they're going to try to do things like that. Okay? Message from Archangel Michael to finish off your message today. Advice from Archangel Michael. Thank you. We've got Archangel Michael is with you now. Even though you can't see it, I am actively working on this situation and I am here helping you. That is brilliant. Archangel Michael is actually here helping you on this situation. That is the number 3 card. That is a very powerful spirit angel number for you. Spirit angel number. Angel number. Okay, my dear. Archangel Michael still has more to say to you. In this moment, I am actively helping you to accomplish what you asked about. I am in communication with your guardian angels, with my archangel brothers and sisters, and with Source. We are coordinating our efforts on behalf. And take a deep breath and try to let your worries on this topic fade away. There is no need for you to pause your plans. You can continue to move forward with confidence and in peace. If you do feel a need to take a break or a rest, however, this is a perfect time to do so. Your guardian angel team and I will make sure that things energetically continue to move in the right direction. Remember, my sword of light is always available to you to remove any blocks on your path. Know in your heart that all is going to be okay. As always, you can ask for my assistance at any time. And if you need a sign that I'm with you, you can ask for that too. And sometimes the signs that someone is with you or that Archangel Michael is with you is so subtle. It can be a quick thought or a reminder of something. And it's like, I'll be sitting there thinking about something. I'm like, you know, he bought a whole ounce of weed for you. And I'm like, oh, wow. If he didn't like me, he probably wouldn't have done that. Well, thank you. That's your message for today. Thank you so much for joining me here. I love you guys tons. If you need your very own personal reading, again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And I'll see you when I see you next.